drives, or is driving? As a student, I'm sure you faced such questions while attempting exercises in tenses. If so, then this video is just for you, for it will help you to clear your concept and also attempt the questions correctly and confidently. Welcome to yet another lesson in English grammar with Sesha Prasad Nadupalli at Sesha School.
Study the two sentences displayed on screen and notice the two different forms of the verb drive. The first sentence uses the verb drives. The second sentence uses is driving. Now, when to use which form of verb? Have you ever wondered about such exercises? If so, then this video is just for you. Let's understand the concept clearly so that you can do such exercises confidently and correctly in future.
Our question as to in what way are these two sentences different is answered in this particular slide. The first sentence ends with the word every day, and the second sentence ends with the word today. It is quite clear that these words have an effect on the tense of the sentence. But why should these words affect the tense? Do they affect the meaning as well? Let us find out. Our application of grammar rules generally depends on our understanding of the language. So let us explore the two sentences from the meaning point of view. Study the first sentence. Sita drives to work every day. It is an everyday action with her, a habit, something that she does on a day-to-day basis. What do we conclude from this? If only the first form of verb is used, then the sentence talks about everyday actions. Let's turn to the second sentence now. Sita is driving to work today. Driving to work today. Today means she is doing it today. She may not have done it yesterday. She may not be doing it tomorrow. It may not be a regular feature. It also means that the action is going on at the time of speaking. So what do we conclude? When the action is going on at the time of speaking, in the present, we usually use the ing form. What does our analysis tell us? That we use the verb in its simplest form like take, play, do, write, sleep, etc. when we are talking about everyday actions, our habits, our likes or dislikes. And when we are talking about actions which are going on at the time of speaking or in the present, then we use the ing form with is or are. Let's understand the concept with a few more examples. My mother cooks well. She always does. My mother is cooking for the party. Right now. She's doing it now. She's cooking now. Next example. Mahesh takes a long time to get ready. Always. A regular feature. He's always late. Mahesh is taking a long time to get ready today. Today. He doesn't usually take a lot of time. Today he is taking a lot of time at the moment of speaking. So, ing form for actions which are going on now and verb in its first form for day-to-day actions, habits. Shall we test our understanding with a little test? Study the two sentences given on this slide and find out which one talks about a regular feature and which one talks about a one-time event. Girls spend money on clothes. Always. It's a general observation. How do we know this? By the use of the verb in its first form. Spend. Girls are spending money on vacation this time, one-time affair. They may not have spent money on vacation last year. They may not spend it next year. But this year, they are spending money on vacation. How do we know this? By the ing form of the verb and the expression this time. So, The conclusion is general observations, regular events, habits, daily actions take the first form of the verb. But actions of one time or actions which are going on at the time of speaking take the ing form. Let's test our understanding with this little exercise. The sentences in column 1 are everyday actions, regular features, habitual actions because they use the first form of verb. Whereas all the sentences in the column 2 are ing forms which tell us one-time events or unusual events. Let us study them. John teaches at a university tells us John's profession. He is a teacher at a university. Whereas John is teaching at Oxford, the ing form of teaching at Oxford tells us that John is right now teaching at Oxford. He is employed by Oxford at the time of speaking. I go to Manali every year. It's a regular affair. I visit Manali every year. But I am going to Manali this year. I might not have gone last year. I may not go next year. But this year I am going. One time affair. So ing. So when your sentences are one time affairs or actions at the time of speaking, you should use the ing form. You always trouble me. First form of verb. Regular action. You are troubling me. Troubling me at the time of speaking. Ing form. Cats drink milk. Regular affair. Nature of cats. But the cat is drinking milk. At the time of speaking, the cat is in the action of drinking milk. The action is going on. Mohit takes French classes. He always takes French classes. Whereas Mohit is taking French classes, the ing form tells us that Mohit is at present learning French. Government offers aid to poor people. The government usually helps poor people. It's part of their duties. But the sentence government is offering free food to flood victims tells us that this particular time government is offering free food. At the time of speaking, free food is being offered by the government. So what do we learn? When you face an exercise of tenses and if you feel that the blank talks about a regular feature, a quality, a habitual action of the speaker, use the first form. Offers, takes, drinks, trouble, go, teaches, etc. But if you feel that the action is going on at the time of speaking, then use the ing form. The best way to deal with such types of sentences is to study the meaning. If the sentence talks about a one-time affair or an action which is going on at the time of speaking, use the ing form. But if the sentence tells us about a habitual action, a quality or a feature of someone, then use the first form of verb. A verb like take, play, dance, etc. Exam time, children, do this exercise. Test yourself, test your learning, test your knowledge, test your understanding. Post the answers in the comments section. You can also post your doubts if you have any, and I shall be very happy to answer them. Thank you.